and they stop looking at the probe for some reason. And oh, hatchery gets down, does not stop the hatch. Looks like only those 6 Zerglings are out there, and that's pretty typical of Zero's style. To just get a few Zerglings, and he still gets like 6-8 Zerglings, but he doesn't really, you know, put a ton of pressure on. He prefers to keep his opponent guessing and get his drones going, get his economy going, and that's a pretty smart way to go about it. It looks like I saw 7 Zerglings, so see, he must have made 8, and now he's going to try and run up there and hopefully put some pressure on Pure's front door. Looks like what he's doing though is he's got 1 Zergling. Oh, that's where so he had the 7 and he had 1 chasing that probe to make sure it got killed off. And he just actually spread out his Zerglings across the map for a moment there to try to. Oh, is that speed? That is speed upgrade for his Zerglings. That is dangerous, dangerous stuff. He's got the speed and the lair, so he's going for some pretty fast tech here. He's got 2-hatch muta, or well, 2-hatch lair, I should say, going on. He might go for mutas. I expect mutas if he's gonna go for like a rush, but who knows? Anyway, he could go lurkers, I guess. But he's running his Zerglings all over the place to try and spot for any hidden tech and spot for any probes that are coming out to try and scout him. So he's really aggressively, yeah. So we do see the den going down. So actually we are probably going to see 2-hatch lurkers after all. Rushed by Zero, who doesn't rush very often, but it's smart, even if you're not a player that rushes very often, even if you're kind of opposed to that kind of play and you prefer the long-term play, you have to rush sometimes, otherwise people will know that you don't rush and they'll expect it and they'll be able to counter you, but counter that style, that part of your style. Anyways, he's running an Overlord in there to see if he can get any free info on the edges of the base, but he's not going to be able to unless he suicides one in to the base. Anyway, so Zero going to a lot of effort though to make sure that no scouts get into his base. And look at this, he's got his Zerglings in a ring around Pure's front door. So if any probes come out, he's not going to be able to scout out. So Pure is not going to be able to scout this until his first Corsair comes out, which is going to be in a not too long from now. Anyway, a few Zealots actually pushing out. He may decide to put some pressure on here. Zero has to worry a little bit here. He might be able to. He's going to have to put out more Zerglings if he's going to defeat these Zealots just with Zerglings. Oh, he tried to sneak a probe out at the same time, and Zero's just going straight for the probe. Where are the Zealots? The Zealots are still running around there. I'm surprised he didn't just attack with the Zealots, because then the Zealots could scout at the same time as attacking, unless he's worried about losing those Zealots, because then he'd be stuck with no army. He'd be stuck in his base for a long time. But his Citadel's down. He's gonna get archives pretty soon. Oh, is he gonna have the slow drop? Is he gonna do a slow drop? He might do a slow drop of Hydras and then morph the lurkers in the base. The Corsair is out right now. It's gonna spot the den, but he doesn't see these Hydras. He has not seen these Hydras yet, and he is gonna do what they call the 1 centimeter drop. He's gonna, I think it's 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter drop or something like that. He's gonna do a slow drop over the edge, and Pure, that's why he sent his Overlord in there earlier, to see if Pure had a pylon there. Pure does not have a pylon at the edge of his base, which is oh my goodness, which is a normal thing to do, so you can spot this kind of thing coming, and oh no, he's going straight into the main there. He's got Zerglings and Hydras in the main. They are upgraded. Looks like he's just doing 2-hatch Hydra. I don't know if he's going to go for lurkers at all. He could still morph lurkers if he's gone for that that tech, but in the meantime he's going to be able to pick off a lot of probes. He's microing back here, actually not doing as much damage as he could. Here comes some more units. He's microing them sort of off to the right, distracting him so he doesn't see this attack at the left. And look at this, he's microing back very, very well. Look, almost no probes at the main base. He does have an expansion up and mining, so it's not that bad, but trying to put up a cannon. There's still a few Hydralisks running around. Some more Zerglings have been dropped. Are they going to run in and kill that cannon? They're going to distract the last Zealot while the Hydralisks go after that. Now there's DTs in play. Is he going to be able to hold off these DTs though? He's got the Overlords nearby. He just needs to pull back to those Overlords. But I don't know if he sees that. The DTs are now chasing those Hydras right back to the Overlord, and they turn around and the tables have been turned. Although the DTs still do a lot of damage, they do some damage before finally going down. And now he's got a cannon up though. He's going to have to defend with more probes though. If he's going to save that cannon, no, the cannon goes down immediately. He's trying to kill off more cannons before they can even warp in. He's forced to cancel them, and he only has the 1 gateway at his front door. So he really doesn't have a way to reinforce very much, so he's going to be in a lot of trouble that way. Pure has this one Corsair harassing Overlords now, but man, and this is all in for Zero. He has no economy right now. He is just trying to, he has to get the kill with this attack. And look at that Overlord was even full of units as it was slowly moving in there. And Pure looking a little bit disappointed. His main has been breached, and he's only got, like I said, he's only got the one gateway. Hopefully he has more gateways at his front. Okay, he's built a second gateway at his front so he can start sending more forces in here, but he has to be very careful because that Overlord can see everything, like Patrick Stewart when the woman's clothes fall off. Sorry, completely random reference to a YouTube video that I saw, which a sketch. Anyway, yes, we're okay. I'm not gonna get distracted this time. Anyway, he can see. I don't even know what I was talking about anymore. Anyway, oh yes, he's got the Overlords there, so he can see the DTs. So the DTs, which are usually like a last-ditch attempt to like get some damage off, if they can't, if they don't have the vision, you can do a counterattack that way. But it's not going to happen. The Overlords are everywhere, and he wasn't able to put out enough Corsairs to kill off the Overlords. So the DTs don't even do any damage in the main. His Pure's main base rather is completely breached. There's GG coming from Pure. Wow, and so he is going to get knocked into the tiebreakers. Zero, my main man, is going to the round of 8, ladies and gentlemen. In first place in his group, 3-0 in his group, looking absolutely in top form right now, doing extremely well. So, like I said, Pure Fantasy and Calm now, very interesting group. TPZ, one of each race in that little trio, are now going to go up in a group of tiebreakers. And again, I don't think I'll be able to cast those, unfortunately. And I don't even know who got out of those, so I can't even do a spoiler there. But hope you guys enjoyed this game, though. And again, I'll be continuing to follow Zero in the round of 8. I might be doing a dual cast on those, actually, so hopefully we'll do that. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. Congrats to Zero, and congrats to whoever made it out of the tiebreakers. GG.